This was the last simulation before graduation. Program S906540, infamously nicknamed Kobiashi Maru. The unwinnable situation, designed to identify shortcomings not previously addressed, and ensuring that only the best cadets graduated. Cadet Alana Liavi had anticipated this moment from the beginning of her training, singling out who she deemed would be ideal at what station for when this day arrived. They would never be considered the best or the brightest. The majority had difficulty paying attention in class, along with other traits considered undesirable by the faculty, but they were perfect in every way for what Cadet Liavi had in mind. "Bridge crew ready." Cadet Liavi tried to hide the smile, threatening to expose her. "Aye, bridge crew ready." Unlike most people, Cadet Liavi had a unique ability from birth. In her younger years, she struggles with it constantly, not knowing how to use it properly. It wasn't anything fancy like telekinesis or clairvoyance, and to be honest, having those abilities might have made her life even more difficult, if not unbearable. It wasn't until she was exposed to a book titled Animals Make Us Human that she unlocked the first steps to understand what set her apart from everyone else, and how much less than unique she actually was. For most people, she had always been considered weird, strange, or unique if the person was trying to be polite. Her private study of that one author led her to identify individuals, or rather how normal people would identify those individuals for her. It took all 4 years of college to identify people with the traits she needed, to befriend them and convince them that they could make history if given just this one chance. Begin simulation. 4 years of college and another 4 of cadet training all hinged on this one moment. Distress call received from UTS Heather Kumik, ma'am. Cadet Richard Weissman. Alana had identified him as her comms officer in her freshman year of college, an outcast like her, but with an amazing talent all his own. The vessel is taking sustained fire from an unknown vessel. Weissman, transfer coordinates to navigation. Cadet Kinney, please jump when ready. I would like to be at a 30-degree declination to the distressed vessel upon arrival. Cadet Kinney nodded in response and began working his station like Mozart at a piano. Cadet Liavi continued to wear a passive face, all the while wanting to be a fly on the wall in the observation area. The view screen displayed an abrupt light-speed jump as the computer worked out the vessel's arrival angle, based off the trajectory Kinney had input. In seconds, that had her simulated command nearly nose-to-nose with the simulated transport, passing within 100 meters of the bow of the vessel and sliding under like a dolphin dancing in the wake of an old maritime vessel. Kinney, bring us about. Dallas, sensors if you please. Kinney and Dallas had found each other before Alana had. They had abilities that put Alana's own to shame with equally more difficult lives. They had been hesitant to join Alana at first, but Weissman intrigued them until they were hooked. Thank you, Dallas, Cadet Alana replied, as the sensor readout appeared at the captain's console. The trick she had just pulled had been executed brilliantly, appearing directly in front and at a steep dive angle against the simulated distressed vessel, had caused the computer to record her vessel as a temporary blip. The simulated enemy vessels, which had ceased fire, and were swooping in on the sensor shadow that now appeared in front of the stricken UTS transport, while she was swinging about in the rear. UTS Heather Kuzmik, this is Cadet Alana Liavi of the UTS Hampton Roads requesting status update. The smile that Alana had been struggling to keep in check broke freely, as the test administrator struggled to read out the script, frustration clear in his stammering. Understood, Heather Kuzmik, Alana replied, not even hearing the rundown of the predetermined damage and conditions, taking only specific words from the monologue to heart. We are attempting to assist now. Cadet Jennifer Sutherland was up next, already reading the tactical display of the 2 unidentified vessels, whose sole purpose was to destroy the Hampton Roads and had been programmed with the firepower to do so. Jennifer was the last piece in the puzzle Alana had carefully put together, having her own innate ability. The 2 had forged a bond that became friendship before becoming lovers for a year, but remained strong even after their affair. Vessels have identified us and are firing, Jennifer said calmly. Flak up! Evasive maneuvers! Alana called, the excitement building in her heart. Nobody had made it this far in the simulation. No one had ever beaten the computer at this level. "Time to bring it home," Alana ordered. "Escape pods jettisoning from the Heverkuzmik," Dallas called out. "Identify escape pods and differentiate from incoming missiles," Alana replied. "Recalculating flag. Give me manual control," Jennifer requested. "Computer, manual control to Weeps, Alana Liavi, 12799 Fox Romeo," Alana replied. "Moving 80 by 20 by 130, Weissman called. "Whenever you're ready, Jennifer," Alana called out. 300 contacts, 129 of them incoming fire, and 71 escape pods, but including the debris programmed to interfere with the calculations while conducting a roll. Flak cannons intercepted missiles and torpedoes with ease, manually controlled by Jennifer, who was also bringing the kill guns online. The Hampton Rose continued into the roll as the kill guns opened up on each enemy vessel in turn, as it corkscrewed between the two enemies, leaving shattered hull plates and atmosphere bleeding out of both vessels. "Bring us around again!" Alana roared with delight before the screen went blank. "Status!" "Simulation end," filled the blank screen, and the doors to the simulation bridge opened to the screaming of the test administrator. "You cheated!" Alana swiveled in the command chair, her hands together but only touching at the tips of her fingers. "How?" Alana asked, her tone sickeningly sweet. "I don't know how, but I will find out before your tribunal," the administrator threatened. "I'll give you a hand then," Alana said slyly. "You see, Jennifer has severe ADHD, meaning she can't pay attention in the classroom worth shit. But she can track up to 425 different targets simultaneously. Weissman has dyslexia, auditory as well as visual, but it allows him to fill in the blanks on garbled transmissions, such as the initial transmission of the simulation. Kinney is, as you already know, a very low-functioning autistic, but he has the ability to calculate unknown variables far better than your computers. Dallas also has low-functioning autism, same as Kinney, but is able to speak coherently and therefore my sensors." "And how long have you been setting this all up, Cadet Liavi?" "Since I was diagnosed with Asperger's," Alana said viciously. "So there you have it. A bunch of disabled cadets just fucked your perfect failure simulation." "Every one of you picked specifically based on your disability?" The administrator breathed in disbelief. "Disability?" Alana mocked. "This ability. Our abilities. Able to do what no one has succeeded in doing. Go ahead. Claim we cheated, but make sure you document how at our tribunal."